Okay, welcome to this first stage. What I've done to do this test for you is I've plugged into Content Creator to find one or two sentences about email marketing and squeeze pages and that kind of thing. And it's brought up all this stuff here, okay? So whether I could create an article out of all this, I do not know, but I'm going to do that now. And basically, I'll just drag and drop some of these things in, tidy them up, rewrite them, make an intro and outro paragraph, and see how many words I come up with. So rather than letting you have to go through all that with me, I'm going to pause the video. And the reason I did this ahead was it takes a little bit of time to pull this content in. So I just left it going in the background, got on with some other stuff, and went and had a cup of tea and one thing and another. Then I've come back to it. Okay, and it's ready now. So I'll pause the video and then carry on in a moment. Okay, so it's taken me about 20 minutes, I guess, to just run through this, and I've picked out a few sentences. And what I did first of all was I wrote these first. I wrote a title and this short bit at the beginning, just setting up the article. Okay, so have you ever wondered what exactly is meant by the term email marketing? You see it me mentioned a lot, blah blah blah. And in this article, take a look and bust through the jargon. Okay, and then I've picked out sentences. I've dragged them down from these 108 snippets that the software's found me. I've rewritten them a little bit so they fit together, and so you know they're a little bit more unique. I've made some of them into bullet points, as you can see here, and then I've gone on to explain how this is my own. This bit here is my own content. So I've basically said, I think this as well. So I'm linking together now this bit about email marketing, and then I want to go into how you gather leads. So I've mixed in a bit of my content, a bit of their content that's been found, and a bit of my content, just to link it all together, really. It's so much quicker than writing anything from scratch, because all of your ideas are here and you can see things that immediately, you know, that you can use, and a load of stuff that you can't, obviously, but you see a load of stuff that you can use. You drag it down and pop it in there, and then your job is simply tidying it up and linking it together. It's so much quicker than writing an article. And at the end of it now, I've got a full article here, which is a mixture of bits that I've written in and bits that I've taken from here. Okay, now bearing in mind, I hadn't done any work on this before, and I'm using all of this as inspiration. I think 20 minutes is pretty good, and I've got a nearly 700 word article out of it. So what I'm going to do now is export the article, and then I'll show you how we can use that article. Okay, what can we do with this article? And I'm going to show you exactly what we can do with it in a moment. I'll pause the video while I export it and get open the next step. Okay, so what I've done, I've quickly set up a demo blog, a new demo blog with nothing on it, so just for this purposes. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm imagining this is going to be a blog post. So I've got my article. It's exported from Content Constructor. There it is. And if I just copy that, I'm going to I'll just copy it in here first. Now in text mode. So there's my article, and that's going to be my title. So I'm just going to cut that out and just move that down there, and then add my title in here. Now what I could do in here is I could add some images. So what I'm going to do is pause the video again and find some images and just stick them in, just to show how this works. Okay. Okay, so I've uploaded a couple of images, so let's put one or two in here. I'll add one in here. Let's put the monkey in, and we'll have him over to the left. We'll have him medium like that, I think. And also, I'm using the old editor here just because I know it, and I'll make him a bit smaller. Okay, so then we'll, oh, see there, I've got a word spelt wrong. It's correct to my grammar, so that's fine. And then I'm going to put another image in here, and that one we'll have in the center. Medium is fine. And then we'll have one further. Oh, there's another spelling mistake there. Interesting that this Grammarly is picking up stuff. That's a discounted price. Tidying me up as I go. So one more image somewhere. It doesn't have to be anywhere congruent in the article necessarily. So I'll just add that one in, and we'll have that one in the center, and we'll have it medium again. So I've got my blog post. Let's publish that, and then we'll have a look at it. See, this is a messy link here, so I'm going to go to permalinks. To tidy the permalinks up before I do anything, and I just want it as a post name. Okay, so that will be good. And if I go back to my posts and have a quick look at this, let's open that in a new link. Okay. It's not brilliant. It's a different theme, okay, and in reality, you'd make that a little bit better. But what the important thing is, we've got a URL here that we can copy, which is this article. And the next step is we're going to make an ebook using Designrr. Okay, so here we are in Designrr. So if I click to create a new project details, and this is going to be okay, that's what I'm going to call it. Choose source, and I'm going to import from a URL. So I'll just drop that URL in here and then click import. So you can import from Facebook manually, new draft, create an empty project. Now it's asking me to choose a template. Okay, so let's have a look through. It doesn't really matter what we're going to use for this. It could be anything. What do you reckon, guys? What about that one? Okay, we'll use that one. And that's my chosen template. Okay, next. It's going to import it. Okay, so here we are. It's imported it, and it's pulled all the pictures in and everything else. It's put that theme in. We can change the theme if we want to. Basically, it's not changing this page here because that was the old. That's the thing that we chose on the last step. Okay, so all I've got to do is put my name in here. And I'm going to affect this change here because I don't want this my demo blogging, because it pulls that in because that's where it's coming from. And I'm going to apply that by clicking that button to all the headers. So all the headers will say that. And here on this, right, I'm going to edit that. And I'm going to first of all change the color because I want it white, I think. And the other thing I'm going to say is visit the blog here, and I'm going to apply that to all. Well, wait a minute. I'm going to put somewhere I can put an icon. Yes, there. I'm going to put an icon in there, which is going to be that icon. I think is a good one. There, like that. Let's just make a space in between that and the icon, and that is already linked anyway. And I'm going to apply that to all headers or footers rather, by clicking that. And now all the footers have that in. Now all I would need to do here is sort out some padding just to make this a little bit spaced out better. And here just the same thing, just under these it's usually where there's an image. Let's just leave it like that. Okay, so you can see that I'm brand new to this. So my article is in there and it's all done in this template. I might make this a different color. Let's make this white as well. That's better. And we'll make this white in here. And I'll apply that across to all headers. So that's it, it's ready. Okay, so just a little bit of tidying up. And one thing I forgot to do, and that's just take that off. There, okay, so that's not bad. And now all I need to do is to publish it. And we're going to publish it as a PDF, and that's all it needs to have. Now you can do this in OpenOffice, you can do it in Word, but you don't get the same level of control. It's a lot harder to get it nicely looking like this in those without using loads of templates, and it can be quite complicated. This is just quick and easy, right? Quick and easy. And we love quick and easy. So now I've got this, which I can download. And I'll download it to downloads, and let's save it. And so now out of that one piece of content, I've got two pieces of content. Now we're going to go on to the third thing and create another bit of content. Right, so let's create a new video. I'm in Content Samurai now. Create a new video, loading templates. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go with this one. Use this template. I mean, you would obviously title is understanding email marketing, and I'm going to keep all those ticked, and basically I'm going to just drop the article that I've created in there. I could do this from a web page as well, but I'm just dropping this in. And of course, what's it is telling me about all the things. In fact, I'm going to change article to video. Just tidying it up as I go. And that is kind of it. I think there will probably, the one thing about doing the video is that if you're going to use the electronic voice, which is what I'm going to do on this one, you are going to need to put some commas in, right? So it's going to create the slides first, but then we may have to go back and add a few commas or a few full stops, just so the voice sounds good. So I'm going to pause the video while this actually creates the slides. Okay, so we've got the slides loaded in now, and that's fine for the beginning. And that's fine. I'm just looking at the images to see that image needs to go. So let's have a look, search for money. Let's add that one in there instead. Actually, it's not about money, is it? It's about it's about jargon, and so let's look for business and see if we can find some business people. That'll do that. Take a look in this video, take a look and bust through the jargon, that's okay. Since email marketing is more evolved, digital form of images are fine there. That's fine. I don't like that. So let's put that in instead, and we'll zoom out. Why not change it up a bit? That's fine. That's the same image as we had before, so let's just look. I'm just clicking on this advantages here to see. So you're kind of weighing up the advantages. That's good. Cost is lower. Both relationship building, that's fine, as well as profit building too. Again, we've had this image before, so let's just have a look at email and see if we can find a different image. It's probably taking a bit of time as I've got other things going on in the background online, so. And I've got the family going on in the background as well. I wonder if there's any clips, video clips that I can stick in the back there. Waiting for the videos to load. As this is going across a couple of slides, I'm going to add like that little video in. New leads can be turned into customers almost instantly. That's fine. So how does it work? Let's put question mark here. And find a bit of. No, that'll do. First you'll need to find an account autoresponder company. I don't know how to, again we've got this, they keep bringing this one back, but I'm going to put I'm just going to leave it there for now. This one, fine. That's fine. Okay, so next we're going to add a voice track. I'm going to use auto voice, and I kind of like United Kingdom Harry, and basically I'm going to preview it very quickly, but I'm going to pause the video because the sound won't come out anyway. So I'm just going to pause this video now and we'll have a look. Okay, so while it's been sorting itself out, I have got off and done something else, and I've come back and it's all ready now to be previewed. And here I can change the voice track, music track volume. I'm going to put that at about 8% there. The voice track 100%. This is new. I don't know what that is yet, so I'm not going to play with that. The music, I don't know which one I'm going to use. I'm going to keep with endless possibilities. Okay, so it's updating the preview because I've changed the music. So I'll pause the video while it does. Oh, hang on. Yeah, here we go. And if I press this
Understanding
now,
email marketing.
so
Have you ever wondered what exactly is meant by the term email marketing? You see it being mentioned a lot when it comes to finding ways to make money online, and to be honest, a lot of the jargon and terminology can be confusing, especially for a beginner.
So what I'll do is I'll download the video. Now again, this takes a little bit of time, but it's not work time. You know, once I click looks good, continue, it'll start rendering the video for me. And then I can, just leave it going, and it will take a while, so I can go do other stuff. So it's not like I'm spending time doing anything now. I can go and do something else, so while this is doing it for me. And that's the beauty of all of these tools. I mean, you're probably thinking, well, this video is now like 26 minutes long, and I've already said that I've spent 20 minutes or so making the article right. And you saw how long it took me to do Designrr because I did that live. You've seen how long it's taken me to go through Content Summary and do the slides. If you add those things up, it's probably getting on for about half an hour, or less than half an hour really, but I have paused the video once or twice just to, while it's been working. But then when it's been doing stuff in the background, I haven't been working on it, I've been doing something else. So, that's not time that I've spent on it. So in real time, we're talking less than half an hour, because now it's all done. I've got a blog post up. I've got a video that is now being encoded and sorted out. When that's done, I'll upload it to YouTube, and then I'll put it on underneath this video that you're watching now. So rather than you just watching this progress thing tick up, I'm going to stop the video or pause the video, and then you can take a look at the result below. Okay folks, my video is now completed and I'm downloading it as I speak, and you'll probably see it ticking away down here. And what I'm going to do next is upload it to YouTube and drop it below here. Also below here you'll see links to a one-time payment deal for Designrr, Content Summary. You get a 7-day trial of it, so you can have a play around with it, and so you can test it out for free. And also a discount link, so you get about $12 off Content Constructor. That's, I can remember the name of it for a second. And so that's all on the page. So thanks for watching, and you know, these three softwares all working in concert with each other have basically enabled me, while I've been doing other stuff mostly, I've created content in three mediums, right? I've got myself a blog post, I've got myself an ebook of the post, and I've got myself a video of the post. Now what I could do is make that another video shorter, and halfway through saying to read more, click here, read more, click on the link to the full blog article below. So I didn't have to do the whole article in Content Samurai. I could have done, you know, 3/4 of it and done a read more message in the video to drag people back to my blog. But what I would do underneath that, I would put a link to whatever course. I mean, it's a fictitious course, I just made that up for the sake of the article, but I'd put a link to the course where they could buy it, and I'd also put a link back to my blog and say, you know, if you want to read this article on my blog, you can do so here, and put a link back. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this video up now. So everything you need is underneath here on this page. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.